Good afternoon. I'm Dana Tyler. This is your CBS2 News update. President Trump in Washington paid tribute to law enforcement officers who were killed in the line of duty, including an NYPD officer who was ambushed in the Bronx. The president spoke in front of the Capitol at the 37th Annual National Peace Officers Memorial Service. In an unplanned moment, Mr. Trump called up the family of Officer Mia Soto's familia. She was shot to death while sitting inside an NYPD mobile command unit last July and posthumously promoted to detective.
I just want to say that to your entire family, it's such an honor to have you up here. We weren't going to bring you up, but I looked at you in the audience and I said, you have to come up because you're representing something so important. You understand that? She loved the department. She loved being a police officer. She loved her job. She was respected by everybody.
President Trump told children of the fallen officers their parents are among the bravest Americans to ever live. We are on storm watch this Tuesday afternoon. In fact, a tornado watch has been declared for Sullivan, Ulster, and Dutchess counties in New York until 8 o'clock this evening. Here's CBS2's John Elliott with a look at some severe weather headed for the area tonight.
So all morning long, everybody's been like skipping. I mean, I saw a lot of skipping because it felt so good, so nice, felt like a summer day. The problem is moisture, you've got that. You've got the lift and you've got the instability in the atmosphere. So you have all the ingredients for thunderstorms this afternoon. The concern is going to be isolated severe storms. That introduces the element of gusty winds. Of course, the potential for localized flooding, too. Nasty storms this afternoon, and then a stationary front keeps rain in the mix into the weekend.
Thank you, John. The NYPD is actively searching for a suspect accused of assaulting an 87-year-old man at an Upper West Side bank. We have surveillance video of the violent attack inside the City Bank on Broadway last Sunday. Police say the suspect approached the victim from behind, punched him in the head, and then stole an unknown amount of cash. The man was rushed to the hospital, where he remains in extremely critical condition. High-tech directions in cars are sending drivers into danger. Here's CBS 2's Carolyn Gussoff.
Apparently, GPS apps are causing more confusion around railroad tracks than people realized. The Long Island Railroad telling us 21 times already this year, drivers have been confused by GPS directions and they've actually taken wrong turns onto tracks. Take a look. It happened in March. A driver on Willis Avenue made a turn instead of onto the road, right onto the tracks. She was able to get out safely, but her vehicle was struck by a train and erupted in flames. Now the Long Island Railroad tells us they're taking action. Take a look behind me here on Willis Avenue crossing. They've erected those flexible poles and they've painted the roadway with white striping. They are fast-tracking improvements to nearly 300 grade crossings because of this steep increase in confusion from GPS navigation. They say that they will have nearly 300 grade crossings upgraded with these safety improvements by the end of the year. Online, on air, and on Long Island, I'm Carolyn Gussoff.
Author and legendary journalist Tom Wolfe has died. He chronicled everything from hippies to the space race. The pioneering new journalism reporter and the novelist insisted that the only way to tell a great story was to go out and report it. He wrote the 80s bestsellers, The Bonfire of the Vanities and The Right Stuff, both turned into films. Wolfe's agents say that he had been hospitalized with an infection. Tom Wolfe was 88 years old. One of the city's most popular destinations is getting a special designation. CBS 2's Janelle Burrell reports from Coney Island.
It's been Brooklyn's Oceanside playground for generations.
Coney Island, that's the place to be.
Whether you grew up in Coney Island like Jack Josephs or like restaurant employee Joe Arenates, spend the summers working here like his dad and grandfather.
If you're from like other boroughs, like you might not know like how beautiful it is.
Coney Island's Boardwalk has been a place for making memories for 95 years. And on this anniversary, it now has a guarantee that it's here for good. The city's Landmark and Preservation Commission today voted to officially designate the historic wooden boardwalk as a landmark. That means the 2.7-mile stretch can never be torn down and it will have to be repaired if damaged.
I think it's good to keep it the same way. However, I think it needs to be in better condition.
Most who use the boardwalk regularly welcome the new designation, but they say the new landmark needs a lot of TLC.
There's a lot of nails sticking out. There's a lot of people fell. There's a lot of people injured.
They should take care of the boardwalk. They don't. They leave it alone, and that's why it gets messed up.
We saw crews working to make repairs, and these regulars hope the new landmark status will mean even better upkeep.
My family, or my kids coming up will enjoy it. My grandkids will see it.
So future generations and visitors will continue to enjoy it for decades to come. In Coney Island, Janelle Burrell, CBS 2 News.
The City Council has to vote to formally approve this designation, and supporters are hoping that the mayor will sign it before the 4th of July. We're just days away from the wedding of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, so people are rushing to stores, very excited to get all types of things, decorations, including plates, flags, and much more with the couple on those items. Excitement is high, so is security. Armed police officers stand at the ready across from Windsor Castle. There are also officers on horses patrolling the streets there. The wedding is Saturday. CBS 2 will be right there for the special day. We have live team coverage, including reports from CBS 2's Ali Bauman in London beginning tomorrow. Today, Muslims are marking the day of Ramadan across the world. It is a holy month that involves daily prayers and fasting. Ramadan begins a day earlier in other parts of the world, depending on when a new moon is seen. During Ramadan, Muslims are expected to pray and fast from dusk to dawn. This is a month that is a time for spiritual reflection, improvement, and increased devotion and worship. This is your CBS 2 update for the afternoon. I'm Dana Tyler. See you later today.